It's Week 14 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at DeAndre Hopkins. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Titans and the Dolphins under the lights on Sunday night.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now, Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now Achane on first and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Dolphins come in with 2 wins on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So a new face at quarterback for the Titans in 2023. It's the 24-year-old rookie out of Kentucky, Charles, Will Levis.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
That play was hard to see. One play goes wrong, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and very long when they had been in 2nd and inches.
Yeah, I know you like the idea of taking a shot on 2nd and inches, but you can't take a sack for that big of a loss.
That's the one thing you cannot do. They gave it up, and now they're way behind the chains. Good luck with this next play call.
Levis to throw off play action. Steps away to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when the quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Wilson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You talk about this Titan defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers.
To a hit, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. As they've got it as we resume action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the 1st half.
Levis's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Titans.
Here's Levis. And brought in downfield by Burks. And it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Caleb Shudak on to try the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Traylon Burks capping things off with a touchdown catch. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Miami set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Here's Jake Bailey now.
In punt formation for the Dolphins.
Here's more on the return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee's offense back to work again. We'll see Traylon Burks. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Levis from the gun. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Levis to throw it. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Tua now on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Second down, this is Wilson. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He was covered by Kevin Byard.
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. From the gun, it's Tua. Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Tua, a final shot before half. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
1st and 10. Here's Levis. Open man, that's Henry. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Now Levis. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings picks up second.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Levis. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Ball start. Offense.
The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Play action now. Levis. And it's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to...
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On second down, Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back back now in Miami. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. Levis on third down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Now Tua. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Here's a 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Looking to pass. Tua. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Tua going to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. He connected on his first, this from 41. Sanders' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Henry up the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And he is going to have a Titans first down, and that should just about do it.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Levis takes a knee here, and that should just about do it.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathed a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for the Titans, they're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss here is their 10th of the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.